I have a question for you.
All right, I've got an answer.
Okay, you always do, and I appreciate it. I want to know if you talk to your dogs a lot.
I don't only talk to my dogs, I talk in full sentences. So I never felt real comfortable with that commanding or that demanding. It felt like when you
Hmm.
tell your dog sit or come, I will talk to them in a more casual, more natural way. And what I found is that they learn better. They learn the context of a conversation. So without teaching anything, you can actually use your voice to communicate, and your dog learns so much.
So beautiful. I am with you 100%. I'm always talking to these guys, right, Sally? And also, when you speak to your dog, you increase your bond and your relationship.
Absolutely. And we see reduction in anxiety too, because our dogs know exactly what we're doing. So their expectations and them knowing what is going on in various situations is so beneficial to helping with reducing any potential anxiety.
Oh, 100%. And, when we start to repeat things, they catch on. For instance, if I'm out with Fitzy, and many times he likes to send off his scent. If
Right?
we're in someone's yard or something like that, and I can tell he's going to start, I actually say to him, "Oh, Fitzy, this is someone's garden." And he looks at me and says, "Oh, okay." And he walks on because he gets that.
Well, and they make such a connection. If you think about it, what do dogs do all day long? They lay around and they hear us talking and they listen. So they start putting things into context and they start applying them to various situations. I taught my dogs left and right. So the easiest way to do that, if anyone wants to do it, is as you're walking along, you can say to them, right turn, left turn, as you're making those turns. And it doesn't take long before they understand those words. I use that all the time. If I throw the toy into the lake and they're going to swim out and get it and they kind of lose sight of it, I can give them direction. It's so nice. It's so beneficial.
Right. I remember you doing that with Annie, and I loved it so much. Just really fantastic. Such a moment, to have you say to her, "Oh no, Annie, it's over there to the left," was just fabulous. And I sometimes, if we're just hanging out, I'll say, "Hey, Fitzy, go to the right," and he'll spin to the right.
Mhm.
And he thinks that's really cool. And he'll look at me and say, "Didn't I do a good job with that?"
It's so fun because we then show so much appreciation that they learned it, and it's such a big deal because it's an accomplishment for them. I don't know too many dogs that do left and right. I know a few more than I used to, but it's just something that's useful that we can teach them. And I actually teach my dogs names of every room in the house. I teach them places where we visit. I teach them the names of their toys and the names of the people that come into the home. And it's a way to expand their knowledge. It's a way to help them utilize their thoughts. And it's really useful for us too, if you think about it.
I agree with you. Also, as a point of reference, how many people watching this say to their dogs, "Let's go to bed,"
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So you should be using your words, or, "Oh, I'm going to the kitchen." But, you could say living room or "Let's go out on the deck." And of course, they respond to walk. Everything. You should have conversations with your dogs all the time. It's wonderful. It really helps them to relax, to hear your voice.
Sometimes people are so caught up into using that one word that they're cheating their dogs, really. Their dogs need to have more context. So why not give them that?
We keep telling you that we certainly want to stay away from that command word,
Mhm.
because we do want things to flow and we do want it to be a nice conversation with our dogs.
Before I tell you about the way that I use this most usefully, I'd like to remind you all to subscribe to our channel, like, and share this video. Another tip I'm going to give you about talking to your dogs is you can use this for safety reasons too. So you can say to your dog something like, "Hey, we're going to have a tornado. Let's run downstairs and hide in our safe spot." And we've already taught them the name safe spot. So it just makes life so much easier for us.
I love it. So remember, if it doesn't feel right to you, it's not.